Sammy the squirrel was a very busy fellow. His tail was fluffy, a lovely shade of yellow-brown. He loved the autumn days so much. He would leap from branch to branch with a happy touch. The forest was his playground, big and wide. Every day he searched for treats to hide. He needed food for winter, cold and long. He sang a little squirrel song.
Nuts, nuts, I must find them somewhere.
He hoped to find a really special prize, a treasure just for his own squirrel eyes. The autumn forest was painted bright. Red, gold and orange leaves filled the light. A gentle breeze made them dance and fall, swirling softly, covering all. Sammy sniffed the crisp, cool air.
Nuts, nuts, I must find them somewhere.
He scampered up a tall oak tree. He looked around for all to see. His little nose twitched this way and that, searching for a feast, nice and fat. Then Sammy saw a sight. Hidden deep, a tree so bright. Sammy started working, quick as a flash. He gathered the nuts in a hurried dash. Up and down the tree he flew. His cheeks bulged with nuts, it's true. One by one, then two by two.
So many nuts, what shall I do?
He decided to store them in his tree hole. To keep them safe was his main goal. He worked all day without a stop until he had gathered every single drop. As the sun began to set low, a little rabbit family, soft as snow, hopped by Sammy's busy tree. Mama Rabbit Rosie and her babies 3. They looked quite thin, their noses twitched, their bellies rumbled, their ears they twitched. Winter was coming, the air grew cold. They needed food, brave and bold. They saw Sammy with his giant pile.
Woo-oo-oo! Narrator, Media Group, Claymation Winter Forest, Claymation Snow-Covered Trees, Claymation Quiet Night Snowfall, edit stock, edit distribute _ equally. Winter arrived, quiet and deep. Snowflakes fell while the world was asleep. The forest wore a blanket of white, sparkling and pure in the pale moonlight. Sammy the squirrel felt snug and so grand. In his tree hollow, the best in the land. He had his nuts, a magnificent store, piled up high from ceiling to floor. He thought, I am safe, I am warm, I am fed. No other creature entered his head. He peeked at his nuts with a joyful sigh. So many nuts piled up so high, walnuts and acorns brown and round, the best nuts that could ever be found. He planned his feast for the winter days. Through snowy paths and icy haze, he would nibble and crunch all snug in his nest. He truly believed his way was the best. He never once thought of the rabbits so small, or if they had any food at all, but then, one night, a great storm blew.
Poor Sammy the squirrel was all alone. He let out a sad little moan. The wind was cold, the snow was deep. Secrets the forest would now keep. His warm, cozy home was completely gone. He shivered sadly from dusk till dawn. His wonderful nuts, his winter supply, were lost beneath the stormy sky. What would he do? Where would he go? Lost and hungry in the snow, he trembled and shook in the icy air. His situation was hard to bear.
Then I remembered the rabbits I'd met. A moment of shame I couldn't forget. I had been so mean, so unkind that day when I had sent them sadly away. Now I was hungry, just like they had been, a truly miserable snowy scene. I wondered if they had found any food or if they were in a hungry mood.
Sammy could hardly believe his ears. His eyes welled up with grateful tears. The rabbits were kind, so gentle and good, even though he had misunderstood. He had hoarded his nuts, kept them all for himself, put his own needs above everyone else. But Rosie and her babies, so sweet and so mild, welcomed him in, a poor, lost child. A warm feeling spread through his chilly fur. Kindness, he learned, was a wonderful blur. He sat by their small, crackling fire. His hunger pangs began to retire. Rosie gave him a bowl of warm berry stew and a crunchy carrot, fresh and new. It was the best food he'd ever tasted by far, shining as bright as a distant star. The little bunnies snuggled close by his side, their happy giggles they could not hide. Sammy watched them, his heart felt so full, a feeling more precious than any nut pull.
I am so sorry, he whispered low, for how I acted a long time ago. I had so many nuts, a mountain so high, but I wouldn't share, and I don't know why. You asked so politely, you needed my help,